is the best time. And then June is the second worst month, statistically speaking. So then we have July. July is technically okay. And of course, we have summer. Usually, Bitcoin is boring in summer, and nothing ever happens after the halving. This is something also super important to say. You know, many people have seen on Twitter lately panicking, oh, the bull market is over, see you in 4 years. Guys, I mean, of course, nobody knows what's going to happen here because I don't have a crystal ball. But if I look back into previous data, the data is telling me we are far from over. We are maybe halfway. The most beautiful part, November, October, December, with the election in the US, yet to come. So take a chill pill, guys. It's time to DCA now, no financial advice. And if Bitcoin goes down a little bit, as we've seen, of course, alts are going to correct much stronger. But having seen TON actually keeping up so well makes me even more bullish because it means, that people are not selling, right?
Yes, I made a great trade on TON itself as well, literally the other day, because it's the strongest out of the top 100. TON is the strongest. Like, it's the most bullish asset out there right now, and you can see that. Like, when Crypto Kid's next on the show, I'm gonna ask him to look at TON, and
Nice.
when he looks at the chart, he's gonna be like, "Oh, so this is why you're bullish." And I'm like, "Yeah, bro, because look at the moving averages, right? This is the pi cycle top indicator, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're bouncing off of it. Look at the cloud. Bitcoin is down here for the cloud. Tons above the cloud, right? That's again bullish. If you look at the this is the high volume node. So this is the macro high volume node, and this is what people call like the NPC, naked point of control, right? Again, we bounce perfectly off the NPC, right? If you look at the 618, we haven't broke down below the 618 Fibonacci yet. TON is bullish as anything right now for traders, and a lot of traders aren't looking at it. But again, it's because they're not looking at the on-chain data. Whales look at this. Like, if you've got 50 or $100 million and somebody spoke to you about TON, you know where to look. And once people look at this and they're like, okay, user base, etc., everything's growing. Obviously, they're making money from fees. All they do is they go onto the charts, right? And they buy. They buy every single dip. And you've seen this. Like, this dip got eaten up, absolutely eaten up over here. No asset, not even the biggest meme coins like WIF and stuff like this, got eaten up like this.
Yeah.
Nothing. In fact, what day was this? It was Friday, right? If you look at the majors, let's even take AVAX, right, for the majors, right? AVAX is below the cloud, below all moving averages, and absolutely wrecked, and it's still at the bottom. It's not even bullish.
Do you know what would be, sorry to jump in, bro, do you know what would be a fantastic way to show our audience what we are talking about? Charting AVAX versus TON, because then you can see, because here's one of the most common mistakes. Well, people use the dollar as the communal measuring unit. But when you put assets one versus the other, you can see how bad or good they are keeping up. So that would be an interesting way to display the two assets together, like TON versus AVAX, or TON versus Bitcoin, or TON versus Ethereum, because then you can see immediately which one is going up. Do you see what I mean?
Exactly. If I remove these, I'll keep the 200-day. I'll remove the pi cycle as well. We'll keep the EMAs. In fact, let's just make it even more clear. Let's remove the 8 EMAs. You see, and this was the point. Like, this was the pivotal point, even in terms of the whole entire market. Like, remember, AVAX was a narrative. It was the one where a lot of people made a lot of money on AVAX, and then you started to see those guys cash out. And where do you think those guys move their money to?
Yeah, where opportunities are, right?
Yeah, brilliant idea, actually. This is lit.
Yeah, so because then you can show exactly. It looks like you you inverted it. You
Literally,
inverted the chart.
literally. Like, I wonder how many people actually did that. Like, they just rotated into things like TON and into obviously back into BTC and these other assets from these things, from your reefs and your AVAX. A lot of the things that perform super well.
Yeah.
But again, so here's the game, right? So we know where the trend is, right? Now, one of the best investment strategies of this entire cycle has been playing the memes. And even me as an investor, I've never played memes. I've never played memes. Last cycle, I did a podcast recently with one of my friends that remembers me from before. And he was like, Tyrell, he's like, well, last time we spoke, you was completely against memes. You won't even touch it, right? You'd only do private sales and BTC. I was like, I can't go where the money is. Like
Yeah.
you can't deny the trend. The more you deny it and fight it, the more you're just behind, you know. So I moved over to the meme coins, and one of the best investing strategies of this cycle has been buying the biggest memes on every single chain. If you did that with base chain, you would have Brett, 1000x, Solana, Doge, 1000x. Obviously, Dogecoin itself, 1000. Oh, sorry, Solana with and Dogecoin again, another 1000x. Boom, runes. When the runes narrative came over, you'd be like, okay, Bitcoin. Let me go through, find the biggest memes. Runes, like it's not rocket science, right? Find nice cats. Do you know what I mean? Pepe coin again.
Yeah.
Pepe coin was a mad one, and I'm still buying Pepe coin at these levels. But look how low it was over here, bro. This is crazy. Like basically zero, and then instantly boom, 400 million in one
Yeah,
day.
but that's how they work, right? And like you said, follow the money. I mean, at the end of the day, an opportunity means getting there earlier, prior to everybody else. So how do you play the game? Okay, well then, where are the people with money moving their profits into? That's a big question. This cycle was the meme. Cycle before was NFTs. Then we had DeFi summer. Every time there are things people are exploring to multiply their stack. So as long as I'm like you, bro. I mean, I've been a maxi. I mean, I'm still having a Bitcoin hat on, and yet we are degenning on Wednesdays because this is where the monies are, and you cannot ignore. I mean, you can ignore it if you want to. That's a strategy as well. But there are so many easy plays, like you're saying. Find the flag carrier for the chain. Done. Easy. Brett. Boom. Base. Done. Solana. You probably have a few because Solana's gone bananas with memes lately. Ethereum has a few as well. They're coming back. There's a few that I purchased as well. And then you have Ton, which is like a baby chain that nobody's explored yet. And some of those four you have on the screen are going to make it. So it's a
Exactly.
no-brainer.
Exactly. And like all you have to do is look at the trend, right? Volume indicates price. And recently, over the past few days, these memes, if you look at the market cap of Notcoin is 1 billion. However, the volume right now was only 755 million. And that's with $7 million of liquidity. The volume on T-Dog was more than Notcoin. The volume on TCAT was more than Notcoin. And the volume of TSC was basically the same as Notcoin. So you're talking micro caps, whether they're 10 million, 20 million or more, are doing more volume than a $1 billion meme coin on Ton. So that means that market cap is just going to follow. Eventually, market cap will follow. And exchanges look for this as well. Centralized exchanges, they want to find the next narrative because they missed out on a lot of the Solana meme coins. Like they could have done perpetual futures or they could have done spot and still made millions, well, if not billions. They're going to start listing these Ton coins, no doubt about it, because they understand about where the narrative is going. So my best picks for this cycle is Tonkat and TSC. It's that simple. There's only two meme coins that I'm focused on because they're the ones that I'm personally building. I created Ton Season and Tonkat was a community takeover. So we're managing both of these projects and they're both, the top two right now on Ton Chain. And if you guys want to look at some of the price action on these and do a little bit of TA, you can see it's very clear. It's very clear other people understand about purchasing more. Most coins, this would have been the end.
Yep.
With most projects, that's it. With most memes, you see this, you see that, because it's a race for who to get out first, right? But not on Tonkat and not on Ton Season. If you look at both of them, again, even higher than Redo, which was supposed to be a blue chip meme on Ton, but we've been surpassing them this whole time. And you can see again, same thing, more and more accumulation range, and people find hand over fist to buy this thing. So again, both of these two meme coins are the most bullish meme coins on Ton. And I do think that these guys are going to be the next billion. My reasons behind it is just the data. We're talking, 900 million users waiting to come to this thing. Only 9 million people actually using it. And the people that are actually using it day to day is only 300,000.
Yeah, that's your entry point. That's it, and those are numbers that anyone can explore on the tools you showed earlier. So that's why you have an opportunity, because you're getting before everybody else. And people also love to do these things, right? So they love to rotate profits into new narratives, and memes seems to be the staple of this bull run at the end of the day. And you don't have to go, by the way, guys, no financial advice here. You don't have to go crazy and gamble your entire net worth. You just like take it easy. Money you can afford to lose, a couple of $100 here, a couple of $100 there, and just play with it. Because the best thing you can do